Hello friends, welcome to another video. In today's video, I will talk about two trades which I took recently in the same zone. The first trade was a loss where I lost 1.5% of my account, and the second trade was a win where I made 4 times of my risk, and I risked same 1.5% on the second trade as well. So I made like 4 times, which is 6%. So in total, in these two trades, I made 4.5% of my account. Now, if you are interested in knowing answers to a few questions like what was my analysis before I entered the trades, what was the exact time frame where I analyzed the market, what was the time frame where I took an entry, what was the exact entry trigger which made me to enter the trades, how I decided my stop loss and the target, and why I took an entry second time when I already lost a trade in the same zone with the similar kind of setup. So if you are interested in knowing answer to all these questions, so stay tuned. And here we are going to start. I was talking about the GBPJPY pair, and we are going to start with the 4-hour time frame because this was the time frame where I was analyzing the market. So if we start from here, as we can see, the price broke and closed below the previous low, so we made a lower low. And as we made a lower low, we saw that then we made a lower high. So low, starting from here, we have the lower low, lower high, and once the price broke and closed below the previous low, I started looking for some kind of support in this market where the price could interact and give me some kind of trading opportunity. Although it is a counter trend trading opportunity on the 4-hour because the market is in a downtrend and we are looking for a support to look for bullish trade. So as we can see, this is a strong zone on the 4-hour chart because the market just turned around from this zone. And it's not a strong zone only on the 4-hour chart. If you go to the daily, we can find that it's a strong zone on the daily as well, as the market turned around and retested this zone multiple times. So it's a strong zone, and I was expecting some kind of bounce. And as I mentioned many times, a small bounce on the daily or the higher time frame is more than enough to hit our target profit on the lower time frame. So what happened? I was in the 4-hour chart. I analyzed the market. I found that this is going to be a strong support zone which could give me some kind of bounce. So I was waiting for the price to enter this zone, and once the price entered this zone, I went to lower time frame. In case of 4-hour, the lower time frames are 1 hour and the 30 and a 15 minutes. Sorry. So I went to 1 hour and I did not find any entry. So then I moved to 15 minutes, and when I went to 15 minutes, I found my setups which made me to enter the trade. As you can see here, it was a double bottom setup. As you can see here, this was the first bottom, then the price pushed higher and give us another pullback where the price retested the first bottom and give us this hammer candle. And once this hammer candle was printed, it after the closure of the candle, I entered the trade, and as you can see, unfortunately, the price hit my stop loss and I lost the setup. But what happened after like 2-3 hours? I found one more similar setup, which was a double bottom, and if you can see here, it was the first bottom, the price pushed higher, and then it gives a pullback towards the first bottom, retest the first bottom, and then give us this engulfing candle. Now the second time, as you can see, it's a similar setup as the first one. We have the double bottom, but this time we have the engulfing candle on the second bottom. Here, as you can see, on the second bottom we have this hammer candle. In the second case, we have the engulfing candle, and along with the engulfing candle and the double bottom, we have the divergence on the stochastic RSI. As you can see here, these two bottoms are flat, right? Now, if we go to stochastic RSI, we can see that we can see the second bottom is higher as compared to the first bottom. So if we draw a line between first bottom and the second bottom, sorry guys. So as you can see, from the first bottom to the second bottom, you can see we have a line which is rising higher. Or you can say the second bottom is higher as compared to the first bottom. So we can see the clear divergence between these two bottoms So now we have a double bottom setup with the divergence on the stochastic RSI with the engulfing candle on the second bottom. So you can say this time on the second setup we have more confluences as compared to the first one, which is here. So considering all these factors, and besides this we have a bigger risk reward ratio now, because my target profit is going to be the same, but I took an entry. I'm taking an entry lower than the first one, so I'm going to have a bigger risk reward this time. So considering these different factors, I decided to take this trade, and eventually I won this trade. Now if I talk about how I like put my stop loss on the target, for that, specifically for the stop loss, I like to put my stop loss beyond the market structure. So like it becomes difficult for the price to hit that stop loss. Now as you can see here in these two setups, I put my stop loss just below the double bottom here as well, and in the second case as well. In both the cases I put my stop loss just below the double bottom, and for the target I like to consider the previous market structure. Now if you can see that on this 15-minute chart we were making like kind of low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high. And as you can see, this was the previous market structure. It was a resistance, so I decided to keep my target profit here. I lost the first trade, but when I took the second trade, the target profit was the same, although I closed my trade just below the market structure. And why, I will tell you, because as we can see here, once the price approached this resistance zone, then we saw that we saw this pullback. So I found that there is some difficulty, price is finding some kind of difficulty in like crossing this mark. So once this pullback happened, and then I thought that if the price push back higher and retest this zone, I will close my trade. And the same thing happened. The price pushed back higher, retested this zone, and I closed my trade around here, and it gave me like around 4 times of my risk. If we talk about this particular zone, guys, as we need to go to 4 hour, we will see that it was a resistance zone, which we could easily see on the 4 hour. As you can see, this was our target profit, and if you see on the 4 hour that it was a kind of zone, it was a kind of resistance zone here. So I decided to keep like my target profit here, and so accordingly I closed my trades. So this is the thing, guys. As you can see, I analyzed the market on the 4 hour chart. I waited for the price to enter the zones on the 4 hour, and once the price entered the zone on the 4 hour, I went to lower time frame, 1 hour and the min 15, and then I looked for a specific kind of setup which I trade. In this case it was double bottom, and in both the trading setups I found the double bottom. So that is how you can do, guys. You can analyze your market on the higher time frames. Once the price enter the zone on the higher time frame, go to the lower time frame, look for specific kind of setup, whether it can be double bottom, double top, morning star, evening star, engulfing candle. It can be like whatever it is, depending upon your trading styles, your trading rules. So that is how you can analyze the market and take the trades accordingly. If you are interested in finding these kind of trading setups from the daily, 4 hour and the 1 hour chart, and along with the other analysis video and the different contents that can be helpful to you to get profitable in the market, then I would recommend you to go and join my Telegram channel. The name and the link of the Telegram channel has been given in the description box of this video. And it's a new channel. I think we have only 2 subscribers to the channel. So just now I'm sharing only trading setups from the daily, 4 hour and the 1 hour chart. But as we will have more subscribers, I will start sharing the analysis video and the different kind of contents as well. So that's it, guys. This was the analysis. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.